The veteran Joey Sly set to get us started, and we are underway in our nation's capital. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40. On the counter, here's Jones. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Here we go, set. 33, yellow. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
First carry now for A.J. Dillon. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they'll send Watson in motion right. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. Montez Sweat with a tackle. But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Now Love. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. Well, they had the solid field position there to start the opening drive and didn't have to really move it too far to be in range and take the 3-0 lead.
And a lot of times I think that even I look at this a little bit negatively because of where they started with the field position. Hey, they still got 3 points out of this drive. Got a little momentum going. Got things set up for the rest of the ball game. Take the 3, be happy, and move on.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Howell and the Commanders come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. Again, it's Robinson. And he'll power his way up near the 25. Here is 3rd and 5. With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. Slings this deep for McLaurin, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
We've always got to remember that once the ball's in the air, The defender has every right to go after it that a receiver does. And that was a battle for positioning on that play. And in the end, he's able to force the incomplete pass.
59's mark, 59's mark. Check, 59. Defense wins championships, baby.
Going quickly out to the right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. Packer pressure, and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
Well, how about that? The defense's first sack. It doesn't come from one of the usual suspects up front. It comes from the secondary.
Yeah, I think they caught the quarterback off guard a little bit because he wasn't able to account for the possibility of that blitz and change the blocking assignments. He comes through and puts him on the ground.
They go play action with Howell.
That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Second quarter down from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football,
as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Faking the handoff. Howell.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes, and the Packers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Throwing. Love. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Whenever I see an in route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
On 3rd down, Love.
He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 45-yard line.
His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Love. This complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a halt. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit. And he gets a small gain on the play.
2nd down, Love. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. They just do get the play off. Love going to throw it. Flush to his right. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jordan Love taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Anders Carlson now for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll go play action. Howell. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Howell, he'll look to throw it. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Open man is Samuel, complete. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. Returning it, Johnson. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And from here, might not be able to take a knee. Might need to run a play here that's close to their goal line. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half, Love. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Once more, Gibson. Gibson gets hit, and he fumbles it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Now a handoff to Rodriguez.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Here's Rodriguez. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
And now a run with Rodriguez.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
They'll run here with Rodriguez.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
They'll run on first down. Rodriguez. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
2nd down and 4. Back to throw. Howell. That's into the hands of his tight end, Bates.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Brian Robinson Jr.
A 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Commanders are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
No touchdowns for them in the first half, but their defense kept them in this ball game. So now, maybe this can loosen them up a little because they played tight so far, and they get right back in it with a touchdown run.
And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field.
How about this? Racing to the end zone.
Touchdown, Packers.
Aaron Jones,
83 yards.
And the Packers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Howell from the gun. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. But such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Eluding the pressure right. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Jordan Love
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Packers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
To the sideline and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
4th down, Howell, desperation time.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a on downs.
The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first.
Get the football back in excellent field position.
And they'll send wide. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Love going to give this one to Jones.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Man open, here is Jones.
And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Ready. 52 blue. Run the ball. Run the ball. Cut.
Dillon.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts
as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Love from the gun. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. Love now.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers.
It's a 6.